Hello everyone, welcome to Explore ORZ. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys have an amazing day today. So today we are going to share about the top 10 most dangerous animals in the world that you guys don't know and probably know. So let's check it out. What's the variation between a lion and a home cat? Many people execute it every year. If you weren't assuming that answer, then buckle up. These animals come in all appearances and sizes. Who knew something as little as a stone could clear out a group of adults? Sharks may star in the bloodiest monsters, and sure, spiders manage to monopolize the fear job. But when you get down to the facts and details, those are only two types of creatures among the scariest to hunt on the planet. There are many wild beasts, either large and small, that are deadly. From actively according to the significant damage of human life to carrying enough poison to put unlucky tourists out of commission. Number 10. Box jellyfish. Usually found floating or slowly going at speeds near to 5 miles per hour in Indo-Pacific oceans, these transparent, almost ethereal jellyfish are estimated by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration as the most poisonous marine creature in the world. Their namesake cubic structures contain up to 15 appendages at the edges, each getting as much as 10 feet long. All are edges with thousands of hurting cells known as nematocysts that include toxins that together attack the mind, sensitive system, and skin organisms. While antivenoms do live, the venom is so potent and strong that many human sufferers of the hundreds of revealed fatal encounters every year have been identified to go into collision and drown or die of heart collapse before approaching the shore. Even if you are fortunate enough to make it to the hospital and get the antidote, survivors can seldom endure significant pain for weeks later and own critical injuries from the creature's tentacles. Box jellyfish can be found on the northern coast of Australia. Number 9 is Indian saw-scaled viper. While lots of snake varieties pack full venom to take down a human, not all of them get the multifaceted way of the Indian saw-scaled viper, which is why they are one of the top givers to snakebite incidents. Sometimes named the little Indian viper or just the saw-scaled viper, these snakes exist in some of the most populated regions of the country they control, lying down well behind India. They remain hidden by using their original camouflage to mix into wilderness surroundings. Because they are typically working at night, it's enough to hear their ruffle noise. This appears from a behavior named stridulation, in which the snake makes coils and covers its layers together. Even with a hint, saw-scaled vipers are very aggressive, with higher than double a deadly dose into each wound. This Indian saw-scaled viper has a place in sections of the Indian subcontinent, Central Asia, and the Middle East. Number 8 is pufferfish. Pufferfish, also identified as blowfish, are found in tropical seas throughout the earth. Even though they're the second most venomous vertebrate in the world, they're arguably more deadly than their neurotoxin named tetrodotoxin is seen in the fish's skin, muscle tissue, organ, gonads, and kidneys. All of which must be kept away when making the animal for human disease. Indeed, while wild collisions are dangerous, the risk of loss from a pufferfish grows when having it in countries like Japan, where it is thought a treat is known as fugu, and can only be provided by trained, allowed chefs. Even then, unexpected deaths from ingestion happen several times every year. The tetrodotoxin is up to 1,200 times more dangerous than cyanide and can create deadening of the speech and mouths, dizziness, arrhythmia, vomiting, trouble breathing, muscle disease if gone untreated, death. Number 7 is black mamba. Though species like the king cobra are vulnerable to their respective toxins, the black mamba is especially harmful due to its momentum. The classes, which can turn up to 14 feet long, are the most powerful of all snakes, slithering at rates of up to 12.5 miles per hour, which is an overflow in isolated areas that is much more complicated. Thankfully, black mambas normally only strike when approached, but if they do, they'll sting repeatedly and give enough venom, a combination of cardiotoxins and neuro, in a single bite to destroy 10 people. And if one doesn't get the correlative antivenom within 20 minutes, the sting is about 100% lethal. Black mamba lives in the savannas and stone areas of eastern and southern Africa. Number 6 is Sydney funnel web spider. Some spiders display their lethality with ornate tones or alien-like additions, certain regions capable of catching through on that word as the bright black Sydney funnel web spider. A spider's bite is a dangerous cause of fear. Death between adults can happen within 30 minutes since the batrachotoxin in their poison affects the human nervous method to shorten escape. Interestingly, their venom is not unusually annoying to non-primate animals, including house pets. What makes funnel webs particularly dangerous is their closeness to people and the actual behavior that makes them explore safety and build webs in protected burrows like footwear and lawn decorations. Aggressive to begin with and prone to wandering, funnel webs' teeth can access a human nail or even footwear, which they feel when in danger. The wound of a funnel web is so fearsome that specialists suggest seeking antivenom after tangoing with any black spider in the funnel web. Number 5 is stonefish. The most poisonous fish known to people is stonefish. Stonefish exist in the coastal Indo-Pacific Ocean, the Red Sea, and the Great Barrier Reef. After all, they called for their visual relationship to rocks, lying quite still and mixing right into the seabed where an innocent foot can easily step down on their dorsal spines, primed and alert with neurotoxins. The most luckless fools will step hard, using more weight and improving the amount of poison grow included. They may also trigger the stonefish's petty protection mechanism known as a lacrimal saber, which is linked to a switchblade of the light. Death from stonefish infection can happen within an hour, so it is allowed to seek antivenom quickly, using water warm to over 113 degrees Fahrenheit, 45 degrees Celsius, in the meantime to denature the infection. Most importantly, see wherever you move. Number 4 is saltwater crocodile. Florida's alligators may be creepy, but they have zero on their relative the fearsome crocodile, which is also short-tempered, quickly aggravated, and aggressive to anything that divides its path. Of all the species in the universe, the greatest and most dangerous is the saltwater crocodile. These cruel destroyers can grow up to 23 feet in range, weigh more than a ton, and are perceived to kill hundreds every year, with crocodiles as effective for more human deaths yearly than sharks. Saltwater crocodiles are extraordinarily dangerous as top swimmers in both salt and clean water, and can strike fast with a bite producing 3,700 pounds per inch to psi of strength, matching that of the T-Rex. If they are not suitable to terrify you, put them in view. Humans bite into a well-done steak at about 200 pounds per square inch, a small 5% of the power of a salty jaw. Number 3 is tsetse fly. Often seen as the world's most deadly fly, the tsetse fly's a bit of bug calculates between 8 to 17 millimeters, or about the same size as the common housefly. Tsetse exists in sub-Saharan Africa, particularly in countries in the middle of the mainland. While the flies themselves are dangerous blood-sucking insects that feed during the warm times, their real fear lies in the protozoan fungi they published identified as trypanosomes. These pathogens are the causative agent of African sleeping sickness, a condition qualified by neurological and meningoencephalitis signs, including behavioral differences, weak coordination. In addition, changes in sleeping periods give the disease its name. If untreated, the disease can be deadly. There are no vaccines or medicines prepared to prevent infection. The ways of protection include using neutral-colored clothes, the tsetse fly attracted to light and deep colors, blue, dodging plants during the day, and using permethrin-treated clothing in a more isolated area. Number 2 is dog. Think twice about hugging with Spike, as he's the second deadliest creature in the world. Dogs affected by rabies are the things that frequently kill people. The World Health Organization describes that dogs give 99% of all rabies synchromesh to humans. A vaccine stops rabies, yet based on the deaths occurring in rural regions of Asia, Africa, or South America, where the vaccine is not constantly available. A notable characteristic of dogs is rabies regularly foaming at the lips. Number 1 is mosquitoes. Measuring in at just 3 millimeters at their finest, the common mosquito, even smaller than the tsetse fly, ranks the most dangerous. The utter number of losses every year caused by many pathogens that some species of mosquitoes, of the higher than 3,000 in the world, provide to humans. The bothersome bugs are originally those from the species Aedes, Culex, and Anopheles. The main illnesses like chikungunya, malaria, dengue fever, yellow fever, West Nile infection, and the Zika virus, which collectively hurt an estimated 700 million and kill about 725,000 bodies each year. As the World Health Organization records, more than half of the individual population is currently in danger from mosquito-borne viruses. Thanks for watching our video. If you like our video, remember to help us like and share. If you have yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, remember to click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon, so you will be able to receive the notification when we launch a new video. See you in our next video.